Hey, I'm Lee, and I'm the general manager of the game department here at Escape Hotel Hollywood. I've been here since 2017, which was about a year after Escape Hotel opened. Trying to find a lot of information about the history of this building, it's really been hard. We've tried to research some property records, but there's not a lot of information. I do know this building is 110 years old. It was built in 1912. It was originally a tenement apartment building with 4 apartments upstairs on the 2nd floor, and the ground floor was a pharmacy. And it went through several different pharmacies, B drugs, Rexall drugs, went through a few different things, Sontag drugs, I think in the 1930s or 1940s. It's been a few different cafes, barbecue restaurant, Love's Barbecue Restaurant in the 70s. Most notable, this building was Geisha House in the early 2000s, which was a really hot night spot, sushi bar, Japanese sushi bar. We have had quite a few experiences, not only the staff, but also some of our guests have had experiences. We've had guests talk about hearing footsteps running up behind them. They think we're coming in for a jump scare, but in reality, we're nowhere around. Guests have seen shadow figures. Frank is the guy who builds all of our rooms. He's our construction and maintenance guy. He's usually the first one in the building, and he has seen on several occasions there's a little girl that likes to play near the staircase. We don't know much about her, where she came from. We've had doors open and close by themselves. We've had power saws turn on by themselves. We've caught a sort of mist on video before, some apparitions. We've seen things on camera. We've had things fly off tables before. We've had things that come up missing, and we go from one room to the next looking for it, and we come back, and what we've been looking for was right in the middle of the floor the whole time. Or maybe it wasn't the whole time, but things seem to disappear and magically reappear at times. So this room is called the attic, and this is what we consider to be our scariest room because it has the most special effects involved. But it's also our scariest room for the staff as well. Staff did not typically like to be up here in this room any longer than they have to. We have had experiences in here. In this room, a few years ago, I'm in this room and I'm resetting and I've got my flashlight. My flashlight is flickering. And I didn't think much about it at the time. Until I left the room, my flashlight was working perfectly. When I came back in, the flashlight starts flickering again. We wear headsets when we're at work because it's a big building, and I started hearing a girl's voice on the headset. Couldn't make out what she was saying. I thought it was a girl that was working in the lobby calling for help, but it was not her. So a few weird things happened. The next day we pulled the camera footage and we capture what appears to be a white mist, possibly in the shape of a woman who kind of manifests herself. And at that moment, I'm right over here at the mirror and she walks up behind me here at the mirror. Around the time it fades away, the timestamp on the camera starts jumping back and forth and the camera's frozen. And that's also a little technical glitch that we have no explanation for as well. A few weeks back, Lily, who is one of our game masters, was resetting this room, and she said she got a gust of wind that smelled really bad. And I asked what it smelled like, and she said that it just smelled really bad. So she later described it as smelling like sulfur. But around the same time that happened, these ropes had twisted themselves up. So she said that these ropes had kind of tangled themselves up like this. And I don't really get it, because if I do that, they don't stay that way. And even if I were to do this, they're far enough apart that it takes a lot of effort to try to get them tangled up. It's not something that would seem to happen naturally. So that's some of the experiences that we've had in this room. A couple of our staff have seen this door open by itself. This was only about a few weeks ago, so it was fairly recent that happened, that this door opened by itself. This general area does seem to be a hot spot. There were some juggling pins, these exact juggling pins actually, that were sitting up on the desk a few years back, and we were right around the corner at the front desk there. We hear a loud crash, and we come over here, and these juggling pins are all the way over here on the carpet. And this was before this curtain was here. It was before this curtain was here, but they flew off the desk with enough force that they traveled, about 10 feet over here on the carpet. Also, this door, I've seen myself last summer, right before we opened, after COVID. There was a lot of construction going on in the building. We were trying to wrap up, and I actually had just come into work in the morning, coming up that hallway, and as I came up the hallway, this door goes from about that position to this position. No air conditioners on, no doors open, no draft, no explanation for it at all. So this door literally went from a fully open position like this to about right there. There was one other time that one of the game masters watching cameras said that he saw a lady following me up the hallway, but she suddenly disappeared. And he asked me, he said, "Who's the lady coming up the hallway with you?" There was nobody. So one of the biggest things that have happened to us that kind of sent chills up my entire body a few weeks back, I'm in this room, the Cursed Crypt, and this room we refer to as the office. It's one of the rooms inside this game. We call this one the office. There's these little fuses right here, and they go in this spot, right? Kind of wedge in there. So I'll put the fuses away, went into the next room, and while I'm in there, I hear a loud pop. And right at that moment, Lily, who was watching the cameras, she says, "Lee, there's a shadow walking around in the office right now." So I came back, and this fuse was all the way over here in the floor. So when we pulled up the cameras the next day is when we caught the little kid appears to be playing peekaboo in the doorway right here. There's a sort of shape, looks like a kid's head, very short, peeps around, the fuse hits the floor. So we've had that experience down here, and now needless to say, there's a few game masters who aren't exactly fond of resetting this room alone either.
If there's anyone here that would like to speak to us, we have several devices to choose from, and all you have to do is touch one of them, speak into one of them, talk to our cameras, and we'll be able to hear you.
My name is Damon.
And I'm Dolores, and we're here to communicate with you.
And we just wanted to know if you can come and speak to us. We'll be able to hear your voice.
There's a music box here on the ground. All you have to do is come touch it, and it'll play music for us, and we'll know you're here.
There's a little red dot in the hallway of the stairs. If you can walk through the stairs, it can detect you. It will give us a sign that you are here.
You don't have to be afraid. We're here to talk to you.
Come here with respect to this place and to this building.
What if I sit on the stairs? Back there.
I want to sit here.
Because that's closer to where she would hang out. We'll move back there.
Okay. Try to mimic me?
Do you want me to go back to the stairs?
You heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What, music box?
It's going off now that I moved it.
Where's it facing?
Same hallway.
Come closer. Come closer, keep coming.
There's a child.
Yeah, I heard a child come through.
Can you say my name? Damon? Feel free to come towards us and use this device. How many are here with us? Can I get a number?
How many spirits are here?
Can you turn it a little louder?
Right after our Geoport session in the hallway, we continue our investigation by entering inside the haunted fair.
Did it say get out?
That's what I thought it said.
I kind of thought I heard that too.
Get out.
Well, somebody lost a bet.
Are you hiding? Do you want me to come find you?
It's playing with you.
Are we playing hide and seek? I think we should try to get the ovulus out. And I think she's hiding somewhere and wants us to come find her.
What did you? She's trying to get what out?
The ovulus.
The what?
The ovulus, a little box
I hear a lot of Spanish.
that they can speak through.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Words.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mi nombre es Damon. Mucho gusto. Ven aquí. ¿Cómo te llamas? Jesús.
All of a sudden switched to Spanish. Like all of a sudden switched to Spanish.
Mi nombre es Damon. ¿Cómo te llamas?
Now that we have finished our Geoport session, we walked up the stairs and head to the attic. This is the area where Lee told us earlier about capturing a mist-like apparition on camera. We will attempt to ask several questions in hopes of getting a response from a spirit.
Is there anybody that would like to speak to us? Can you come forward and speak to the device that I have in my hand? You can say a word, a sentence, and we'll be able to hear your voice later on when we play it back. When Lee was here, there was some sort of apparition that was in back of him. We'd like to know who you are and what you're doing here up in the attic. This one's dying too. I do need batteries though.
Go grab him.
No, I have it here.
At this moment, my handheld camera battery became low. As I walk over to my bag to make a quick battery swap, we capture an unintelligible spirit EVP. Listen very closely to this voice. Words cannot describe these moments. Did we just capture a voice from the dark side of the veil? Or could this be the voice of the mist-like apparition that Lee caught on the surveillance camera? Here's the replay with enhanced audio. For a final destination, we head down to the basement, also known as the Cursed Crypt.
Is it loud?
Yeah, let's turn it off for a second.
Ooh. Good luck.
Is there anybody here with us? If so, could you tell us your name? How many spirits are here? Is the little girl here? We want to talk to the little girl.
If there's any spirits that would like to communicate with us, you can do this through Cameron. Can you please give him a word?
Can you please tell us your name? We want to know who the little girl is. Can you tell me how many spirits are here?
You have him here?
She?
Who is she? What is her name?
Here?
She's here?
Are you
Who's
here? Are you here with us? He's finally here with us.
Can you tell me your name? We've been waiting all night to talk to you. We're about to leave, so we need to know your name. Did you used to live here? Are we talking to a woman?
Or a man?
Dang it.
Not hearing anything.
Steve?
Is your name Steve?
Who is Steve? Do you know Steve?
Smith? Like 3 times in a row?
Steve Smith. Who's Steve Smith?
Who's Steve Smith?
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean that's the name.
Right, who's Steve and Smith?
Yeah.
You know me. You've seen me down here before.
There's really not.
Nothing coming through?
But the things that I did say, like,
Clear?
like Smith multiple times in a row was clear as day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Next, we continue our session with now Dolores' turn.
Do you like it now that Dolores is under the Estes Method?
Steve.
Why do you keep saying Steve?
Steve. Steve.
That's crazy. What's your last name, Steve? I'm getting the chills. Why? It's not supposed to say that like over and over. It's like scanning.
Steve.
It's scanning through different like radio stations.
Ask him.
Okay, what do you want it? What do you want me to ask? Ask.
Maybe we're talking
Steve.
to Steve. That's his name.
Are you Steve?
EMF went off a little bit.
Are you trying to tell us that your name is Steve Smith?
Smith.
Yeah? Are you Steve?
This is crazy. I've never heard anything like this. Like even watching TV shows. Oh, singing the same.
Smith.
Singing the same fucking words.
A bird chirping. Smith. Steve.
Wow. Dude, this is like.
Steve.
off.
Yeah.
There's somebody here that's Steve Smith.
Bird whistling. Smith.
You want to sing a song?
Hey, Steve. Give us your
Bird
age.
chirping.
Give us your age, Steve. How old are you?
Steve. This is weird.
What's Steve's last name?
A bird. Bird again. Steve. Smith.
I thought I heard this sounded like a bird or something, like some sort of little whistle.
Really? Okay, Steve or Smith, we're gonna stop the
Bird.
session.
Bird
So,
again.
If you want to
Smith.
come back, go for it. But we're gonna scan in a different frequency. Thank you so much.
Bird chirping. What the fuck?
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
What is that?
I don't know. We're trying to ask who Steve is, but you keep saying Steve Smith, Steve Smith.
Because that's what it's saying.
Yeah.
And then a bird chirping. It's
Like when you say a bird chirping, what does it sound like?
Your turn.
like a bird chirping. Like in the morning, you hear the birds chirping.
To emphasize on how much it's saying Steve and Smith, for me, it said Smith, Smith, Smith 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
And it was first a male voice, a deeper male voice, and then a woman's voice, all saying Smith, Smith, Smith. Like,
Really?
all in a
Somebody
row.
else do it, because this is a trip. I want to see if
have
somebody else
never
can
seen
hear the
this.
bird.
I'm down to try it.
Oh my
Even
god.
though my hearing kind of sucks at times.
My hearing is horrible. That just woke me up. That was freaking insane.
You did the Estes Method, and
That is the coolest thing in the world. I want to do that from now on.
And what? I'm just supposed to
Just
call
say what
out
you hear.
anything I say?
Yeah.
Yeah, just relax.
Just,
I mean,
it
kinda
helps
weird.
like when you bend over and start like, relaxing yourself.
And you use the blindfold, just kind of have like sensory
yeah,
deprivation.
yeah. Oh, that's all I have heard. That little bird. Just
That's crazy.
like a bird.
Yeah.
Felt like cannons for a second.
And is this going to be like the same one as like static and you're
Yeah.
just listening for words?
Yeah.
If whatever words come out, you just say it.
What are you trying to tell us? Why are we hearing a bird?
Can you tap Lee on his left shoulder, please?
Are you a family member of Steve's trying to talk to Lee? Are you trying to send a message? Who is Steve?
He's not hearing anything.
You were going reverse from me though.
Yeah, I was going reverse.
Steve, if you're here with us, this is your chance to tell us what you want to tell us while we have Lee here.
Yeah, there's no tomorrow. We're not gonna come back here tomorrow and do this. So this is
Fuck.
Is that you?
No,
No.
that was not me. It
Sure.
was in there.
Oh,
It was not me.
I think it was you.
It was not me.
No,
I didn't
it wasn't.
move, Damon. It was not me. It was in there.
Okay. And that's the kind of.
It was in there.
You sure?
No,
Yes,
I'm hearing
100% it
things.
was in there.
I'm hearing thumps and things behind me now. Too.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
100%
That's fine,
it was
that's fine.
not
You
me.
mind sitting?
Do I want to sit over here?
Yeah, just.
Can you make that noise again?
I also heard
Oh,
like a chirp.
Steve,
Didn't come from him. I heard a
Steve,
chirp.
is that you in the other room?
This is me.
Who made that noise?
Oh, can you sit over there? You mind?
Well, if we're listening, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not. I'm saying if I go over there with his arms.
Who made that noise? What was that noise? That was a loud noise. It was not me. No, look. I'm looking. That was not me. That, I did not do that. I would have to be rocking it.
It sounded like it came from outside.
In there.
After that, I heard a creaking like the wall behind me.
But I felt it.
Yeah.
I felt whatever that
Let
was.
me explain. So I heard a thump over here, and then I heard a thump over here, and then I heard a creaking behind my wall.
'Cause I was
Who's
sitting
here
there
with us? Can you tell Lee here who's sitting at this table?
Identify
I know.
yourself, please.
I know someone's here.
Do you not want us talking to Lee?
It's not
So you want
responding
to
to
pull
me.
him out and get what his intake on this side?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
It's just not hearing anything.
Can you touch that again, please? It will indicate how much power you have. Oh, thank you so much. Do it again, please. Oh, it's doing it. Oh, wow. Ooh, okay, stronger.
I'm like freezing right now.
It's freezing? Are you cold?
Yeah.
Can you set the other one off? It's a little green light right there. Oh, it likes that one. Can you hold on to it? It'll show us how much power you have, how much energy you can produce. It's just gonna tell us that you are here with us. Yeah, it's gonna give us a statement that you are here. That red light or that green light, just hold on to it. Can you do that, please? It's been a long night. We've been asking hundreds of questions. Ooh! Ooh!
I'm freezing.
Ooh! First time. Both spike at the same time.